when it all happened, I was filming away. So, there was, I'm like the rock of the family, especially when it comes to, times where it's like family is really needed, and now I think I'm...
Silence. In the world of fame, it's the rarest currency. And right now, Quincy Brown is sitting on a fortune of it. While empires shook, lawsuits flew, and headlines screamed he was the quiet son, the composed one, the mystery. But what if that silence wasn't an absence? What if it was a gathering storm? The story of Kim Porter's death never cooled off. It just went underground. And that's where stories get dangerous. Now, whispers are turning into seismic rumbles. Whispers that Quincy, Kim's oldest son, is teaming up with the one man who lives to detonate quiet narratives, 50 Cent. The target? A documentary-style project placing Kim's life, her final days, and every unanswered question right in the center of the frame.
I don't mean to be the super big brother dad, but this is nuts. I might record the whole ride. I might run out of storage.
I forgot my license is in my
Oh, you need that. What'd you forget?
My license.
And what do you need to drive?
If this is true, this isn't just another chapter. This is a system reset. Think about that 50 Cent produced documentary on Diddy. It barely grazed the questions that have haunted Kim Porter's timeline for years. That silence didn't satisfy the public. It fueled them. The internet kept talking in hushed tones, dissecting every detail, every contradiction, because the official story never quite fit Kim Porter, 47 years old, found unresponsive in her home. The cause? Lobar pneumonia. Natural causes. On paper, it's closed. But in the hearts of those watching, and in the mind of at least one key player, it was a door left swinging open. Let's look at that timeline. It's the kind of sequence that keeps investigators and the public up at night. Early November 2018, a sore throat. Days later, a fever. She tests negative for flu, for strep. She's on medication. By November 14th, her family says she's improving. Her fever breaks. And that night, she gets a massage. Let that detail hang there. A woman, reportedly battling a serious respiratory infection, receives a massage in her home. The coroner found no underlying health issues, no history of substance abuse. She was, by all accounts, healthy. So the question became not just what happened, but does the story of what happened make sense? The first major voice to publicly challenge that story wasn't a blogger or a conspiracy theorist. It was L.B. Sure, Quincy's biological father. He's been adamant, consistent, and increasingly vocal. He saw Kim just before she passed, celebrating their son Quincy's career milestone. He said she was radiant, healthy. Absolutely not. He stated bluntly when asked if he believes the pneumonia narrative. He claimed there was a most expensive PR campaign to silence him. He's posted, he's hinted, he's all but pointed a finger, and then his own world imploded. A sudden, catastrophic medical emergency in 2022. Multi-organ failure, a coma, a liver transplant. He's since looked into a camera and said he believes it was an attack linked to him speaking out. Believed there was a bounty on his head. Coincidence or consequence? We can't say. But when a man almost dies after questioning a powerful narrative, the public doesn't just hear his words, they feel their weight. Through all of this, one figure has been an island of calm, Quincy. While L.B. sure was the public trumpet of doubt, Quincy was the deep, still water. He showed up at Diddy's trial for a single day, one appearance, no statements, no social media storms, no messy interviews. He didn't move loud, he didn't move sloppy, and that has everyone asking, what is he playing? Some saw that trial appearance as silent loyalty. Others saw it as a calculated check-in, a way to keep eyes on his sisters, to stay close enough to the epicenter without getting caught in the blast. Remember, unlike others swept up in recent lawsuits and allegations, Quincy's name remains clean in the public record. That's not an accident. That's either impeccable behavior or impeccable strategy. The internet spun wild theories, that he was protected, that he was playing a double game, but the simpler, more compelling truth might be this. Quincy Brown learned to operate in a world of extreme control by mastering control itself. His silence wasn't passive, it was a fortress. This story is moving in real time. If you want to be the first to know when this documentary drops, if it drops, and get our deep dive analysis the second it happens, you need to be part of this channel. Hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss a single update. The landscape is about to change. Now, let's talk about the potential catalyst. Diddy is now behind bars. The energy in the ecosystem has fundamentally shifted. The central source of that legendary control is contained. And that changes everything for everyone in its orbit. Is Quincy now in a position to tell a story he's been guarding for 6 years, not as an accusation, not as a tearful interview, but as a meticulously constructed documentary? A re-examination of his mother's life, her final timeline, the whispers, the contradictions, the love, and the loss? And if 50 Cent is truly involved, the man who treats industry secrets like open season, then this isn't a documentary, it's a targeted strike. 50 Cent doesn't do retrospectives. He does revelations, he doesn't enter stories, he breaks them open. Imagine the narrative power here. Quincy, the quiet son, backed by 50 Cent, the loudest detonator in the business, refocusing the world on Kim, not as Diddy's ex, but as a mother, a friend, a woman whose story ended with questions that scream for answers. This is where I need you to think with me. What does Quincy's silence really mean? Is it the deep freeze of grief, a strategic retreat to protect his family? Or is it the long, patient gathering of evidence, of perspective, waiting for the exact right moment to hit play on the true story? Drop your theories in the comments below. Do you think this documentary happens? Do you think Kim Porter's story demands this kind of piercing public re-examination? Is Quincy's calm the calm before the storm? I'm reading every single one of your opinions, because this is the ultimate power move in the digital age. You don't need to yell to be heard. Sometimes you just need to wait until the world goes quiet and then speak with a megaphone you built in secret. A documentary like this, if it exists, doesn't need to convict anyone in a court of law. All it has to do is lay out the timeline, the conflicting accounts, the strange details like a massage during pneumonia, the father who says she was healthy, his own near-fatal collapse after speaking up, the son's years of silence, the power dynamics of the world she lived in. It just has to put the puzzle pieces on the table and let the public assemble them. And once that happens, the internet doesn't let go. The narrative can be put back in its box. Quincy has always moved differently. He wasn't the son in the spotlight seeking noise. He was the one observing it. And that makes him the most dangerous kind of storyteller, the one who's been watching the whole play, not just reading his lines. His silence could be a shield, or it could have been the longest countdown of his life. The control of a narrative is the ultimate form of power. For years, the full story of Kim Porter has felt like a book with chapters missing, pages torn out. Someone has always controlled the binding. But what happens when the quietest person in the room decides to write the final draft? We're watching, we're waiting, and if the rumors are true, the explosion is coming. This has been Behind the Fame. The story isn't over, it might just be beginning. Let me know in the comments what topic you want us to break down next. The Diddy saga continues. The industry revolutions, the hidden blueprints. You tell me what mystery we should expose. Until then, stay sharp.